Okay. Like, I'm so tired. I've done this video so many times, and now I'm using every electronic device I can because somehow the videos keep messing up, sounds missing, files get like corrupted, or they're saying there's not enough memory and on expensive gaming equipment that hasn't been used. So here we go again on this video. And okay, there's books and information. I've been reading books like for years, at least 7, 8, 10, 15 years. And it's giving me a lot of information that I think you guys should read too. And here's one, it's Limitless Mind by Russell Tark. Celestine Vision by James Redfield. And also Teal Swan. She's written a couple of books, and she's one of the spiritual people that I love watching. There's a group of 3 that I primarily watch. Teal Swan is a little bit on the darker side, and it depends on what frequency and what you went out throughout your life that to see what you're relatable to and who works for you. There's another one, Infinite Waters. He's also on YouTube, and he's a little bit in the middle. He's upbeat. His videos are short and easily digestible. And then there's also Matt Kahn. He's very, very, very positive and loving. And his videos are a little bit longer, but you'll really like them. And it just depends on what your flavor is. Also, Conscious Evolution by Barbara Marx Hubbard. Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. And this is my first experience of like listening to your guides in the universe and even God. And then there's a set called Seth Speaks. There's numerous books, and it was a channeler that I read about, Jane Roberts. She's already passed away, but all these books will give you information that will expand your mind. So this is stuff I read. There's even way more. Later on, I'll add more books for you to read, or even channels to view and topics that will help you to expand your mind and to do what I do. Okay, here we go for the gazillionth time. For whatever fucking reason, this video does not want to be made. We are weapons for change. Part of our purpose, this is for a distinct group of people who have been positive, loving, truthful, supportive to others, and never seeking revenge, even though continually getting attacked, manipulated, bullied, used, abused, stolen from, severely judged, and even had your light dimmed by others, including by friends and family. I want you to know you are not a victim or being punished, receiving karma, but actually the opposite. That all of this is part of your purpose to be a weapon for positive change for the world and yourself. You designed this for yourself before you were even born, from the most minor to the largest events. Every person in your life with their connection to you, you are someone who chose to be here, that answered the call to help on the planet. You are one of the many that was willing to be karma for people, organizations, principalities who harm or have negative intentions towards themselves and others, to help them to bring change in their life to be more balanced. Know that you chose this position confidently, proudly, with honor, because you have mad skills and qualities. Not anyone could have done this job. You are a great warrior. A normal person going through all this would have fallen, became suicidal, been institutionalized, would have given up. But you are so strong that you could handle this. Just know that you can handle this. This is what you were meant to do. Your purpose has many parts that change and evolve with you and the world's process. First and most, love yourself without causing harm to you or any being. Love outside yourself. Live and be authentic, positive. Respect the sovereignty of others. Learn everything and anything so the universe can speak and teach you with no bounds. And that's the universal law. They can't tell you anything you don't know. So learn everything and anything. And even the most spiritual, positive, most enlightened people could give you the most wrong answer. And then even some dark people could give you good information. Just learn everything. And then from there, the universe takes over and guides you. That's part of how I got to do what I did. I would read everything ever since I was a little kid. And know yourself, every aspect of the light and the shadow. So shadow work is very, very, very important. Expand your mind, heart, soul. We are currently on emotional rehab right now, learning how to be loving, balanced humans living in harmony with other beings. Unlearning previous unhealthy programming about ourselves, everything outside of ourselves, existence, reality, source, creation, all that is and is not. We are processing life, relationships, emotions, connections in a healthy way. And also, you need to know the body becomes more valuable with more information you know. Just like I said with the information on the walk-ins. The more knowledge you know, because it is hard to guide the consciousness to the knowledge plus to accept it, and it is also in a layered process that takes a while. So the mind doesn't reject it while battling the societal programming. Purposeful mind control to keep us dumbed down, controllable, zombified, apathetic, weak-minded thinking. The more you know and do positively, the more help you get. Your spiritual team gets larger and louder. The more they teach you and do for you. The more work you do, the more they do for you. So the more you know, the more positive things you do, they do everything they can to protect you and guide you. So your physical body legit becomes very, very valuable. It also encompasses the idea, energy of karma, dharma. We need to understand that things, energy, reality, manifestation, time, space, cause and effect, the flesh and soul are no longer as they were before. The old ways are no longer tolerated or allowed to be in the universe. The negative and unhealthy are being removed from our space because now everything, our focus, intentions are more energetic, manifesting faster, like attracting like almost instantly. So depending on the person, this is either a positive or a negative experience, creating and supporting life or destroying life. Beings that are gifted, which most likely it's been talked about, and from the message I received, it's the 144,000 that these people, with them being gifted, they are protected from themselves and from others. And that Jesus is reborn, but Jesus couldn't be born in one body, that it wouldn't work. Jesus would be attacked, institutionalized, or turned into a god, into a religion or a way of living that would be corrupted by other forces to control people, which they don't want. So they decided strategically, they placed numerous people, the 144,000 that are gifted strategically all around the planet as a grid. When they change their frequency and enlighten, they affect everybody else. So you know that. You're very, very important. Beings that are gifted by the universe for the purpose of uplifting, evolving the planet have karma times 10 as a failsafe for the person's protection from self and others. Those who use their gifts in a selfish way, being karma to themselves, but can collect dharma when using their gifts in service of the greater good. Also, those who harm those that are here as a gift to the planet, all creatures, almost 8 trillion people, collect amazing karma of basically stealing from all life, earth, creatures, plants, almost 8 trillion people. That is why the karma dharma is times 10 or even more. It is an astronomical amount of energy to either negatively or positively attach to your soul, your flesh, your DNA, your family, and bloodline. Everything and everyone you touch, influence, manifesting in everything around you. So it is some serious stuff that needs to be understood and live accordingly. We all reincarnated in different forms in many lifetimes, with all of it being our creation, our story, our truth. So then there is no one to blame or forgive. You designed everything for yourself, including everyone and every interaction in your life. Then you can easily process that everything positive or negative, which is only a matter of perspective, is meant for you. You just need to see the lesson in it so it doesn't repeat in your reality. This knowledge can free you, bring you balance and perspective. And there was a short story, I got it from Matt Kahn as an example. There was a farmer and it started storming and his horse ended up running away. And the village people came up to him saying, "Oh, you have a lot of bad luck." And the farmer knew to just go with the flow. And he was like, I guess maybe, because it doesn't make any difference to get upset about it. You can't change anything. Just do what you need to do. And then so the farmer's son went to go look for the horse, and the farmer's son ended up breaking his leg. And the townspeople were like, "Oh, you have a lot of bad luck." And again, the farmer was like, maybe. But what ended up happening is that right afterward, a war started, and any male who was of age had to go to war, but his son didn't. And the townspeople were like, "Oh, you have a lot of good luck." And again, he knew to stay neutral, and he was like, maybe. So in that state, he just sat there and he accepted it. But just like that, things that happened before, you can't see that far into the future or understand, but it was meant for him. So that in the events of your life, they're always meant for you. You just have to see it. So anyone who does anything against you is in some way it's to benefit you. Plus, that person before you both reincarnated agreed to the whole event. That person chose to collect karma, suffer, be abused in some way to cause them to act out in that way towards you. So you could experience that event for whatever reason needed. They sacrifice as a part of themselves for you. So there is no reason to hold on to the hate or seek revenge, but don't let them continue. Remove yourself from the situation, protect and defend yourself as needed. You don't have to forget, remember, so you don't let it repeat again. Realize they hurt themselves by hurting you, a person of the light that has a purpose. It also lets you know the harder they come at you, the more they fear your greatness. You don't have to ask for power, strength from the universe, angels, or God. You already are. Just remember who you are. Know you are not alone, protected and guided. You are the hero for yourself and those around you. You are not weak or a victim. You are the genius, the trickster, the trap, the tool used by the universe, light to bring change within people who cause harm in the world. You're great at birth, choosing to have your light frequency lowered by letting others do things to you that would lower it to be an exact energetic match to place you in front of people who cause imbalance and a negative environment and harm. You do this just by your existence. All this had a purpose designed by you. So know that you know, remember who you are. Rise up, heal yourself, and claim your crown among the great who have chosen this path. Be the change the world has been waiting long enough for. You are the hero.